Welcome to the Big Star Little Star YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about persuasive writing. Now, English teachers love persuasive writing, and throughout primary school and high school, you will probably be expected to do a lot of persuasive writing texts. The good news is that persuasive writing is a really important skill because it helps us get what we want. It helps us persuade someone to do something for us or to agree with our opinion on something. Persuasive writing could be in the form of a long essay, it could be a newspaper article, it could be a letter to someone, an advert, or a political speech. For example, these adverts are all forms of persuasive texts. They're trying to sell us something, and they use a lot of different techniques to get us to buy their products. So, what are some ways that you can make your writing really persuasive? How can you get the outcome that you want from the person that you're trying to persuade? Well, let's have a look at some common persuasive techniques that can help make your writing super persuasive. Here we've got a forest. So let's look at some of the techniques. The first technique is alliteration, which you might have learnt from poetry or narrative writing. And this is when you use the same sound at the beginning of several different words. For example, keeping animals in a cage is cruel, corrupt, and calculating. Another example, homework is boring, bad, and has no benefit. Can you think of some other examples of alliteration? I'd love to see your examples, so if you can think of a really cool sentence, please put it in the comments below. Another technique is facts. Facts can make your persuasive writing really persuasive because it seems like you've got real, truthful information there to back up your statements. An example could be, dogs have 4 legs, humans need food to survive, and fire is hot. It just needs to be something that is true and not just your opinion. Can you think of some great facts that might be useful for your persuasive writing? Our third technique is opinions. So that's the opposite of facts. It's something that you believe. But this can also be really important for making your persuasive argument. For example, dogs are the best animal. Chocolate is better than vanilla. Winter is better than summer. Do you agree with these opinions? Maybe you've got your own opinion. Can you persuade me of your opinion? Repetition is our next technique, and that means repeating the same word or phrase over and over to really help highlight the point you're trying to make. For example, we need a leader we can trust and a government we can trust. Another one might be cheap, cheap, cheap. Now, I know we've been going for a while, and some of this can get a little bit boring. So, here are some cute pictures of puppies. Oh, there's one in a teacup. All right, back to the boring stuff. Our next technique is rhetorical questions. This is where you pose a question without really expecting to receive an answer back. This is a great technique because it directly addresses the reader or the listener. And it's a really good way to get them to think about the issue that you're talking about. It's also a really good way of guilting your reader into agreeing with your opinion. So, how could you live without it? Don't you want to take care of your family? And don't you care about the environment? These can be really effective tools for your persuasive writing. Another technique is emotive language, where you use really emotional words to try and tug on the reader's heartstrings. For example, these poor forgotten animals are alone at Christmas. They are crying out for your help. Oh. If you don't clean your house properly, your family could be at risk. These are some great ways of playing on the reader's emotions and trying to get them to agree with your point of view. We are nearly at our end of the list of techniques. We've got 3 techniques left. The next one is exaggeration. So that's when you basically use really exaggerated, hyperbolic statements that probably aren't exactly true to try and get your point across. For example, I'm as hungry as a horse. I've been waiting forever. Homework has ruined my life. Can you think of some other exaggeration phrases? Some of these are quite fun to write, so they can be a really great thing to include in your persuasive writing. Statistics means using numbers to put your point across. Everyone knows that statistics must be true. If you use complicated numbers and you've got statistics and percentages in your text, people are more likely to believe it. They think that you've done your research and that there is some science backed up to what you're saying. For example, 97% of mums would recommend us. 80% of people agree that persuasive writing is really interesting and fun. Our final technique for today is the rule of 3. This is something that you might see a lot on adverts. This could be saying the same word 3 times, or putting 3 different words together, often in a slogan. For example, blood, sweat, and tears, stop, look, and listen, snap, crackle, pop. Just do it. You're worth it. I'm loving it. Can you look around your neighborhood or have a look in your newspaper, listen on the radio? Can you hear some adverts that might use 3 words together? Thank you for sticking around to the end of this YouTube video. I hope you found it useful. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you next time.